So my research paper ended up being about Lush Cosmetics, just an overview on Lush and the different initiatives that they have in order to keep animals safe, aside from being a cruelty-free brand, and how they give back to the community. It was a really fun paper to research, and in all honesty, the paper itself did not go in the direction that I would have personally written it in, which is more based. I researched more about the business side of being a sustainable, ethical brand, which is what really opened my eyes to Lush being such a great brand, and how they've had this philosophy and they've kept it going and they've improved on it since they've been open. That's probably the one thing that I had a little bit of trouble with this assignment, is like understanding that my peers wanted to go a different way with the paper, and just, being open-minded and collaborative, and listening to everyone's ideas and making it work, obviously. But with such a big group, like, there's so many more ideas to try and like fit in, and 1,000 words, it was just easy to write up. And so I would want there to be like a bigger limit of the actual paper itself, or less people, because there was just so many ideas. Because after researching Lush, all of us wanted to put in everything that we've researched, but it didn't flow with the paper, and we didn't meet or we would exceed the maximum amount of words. So that was probably the only thing that I faced in terms of challenge wise. But overall, it was a really interesting thing to research, because after really finding how like sustainable and how ethically sourced, and just how well Lush treats their employees and overall has kept up this philosophy, is very eye-opening to the fact that more brands don't do this. And when you're in the cosmetics industry, like, you're a constant consumer of new products, and you want to keep buying, and you want to have the best for your clients. But at the end of the day, everything that you're buying is also having a negative effect on the industry itself, because you're feeding into not ethically sourced things. You're feeding into people not getting paid the right amount of minimum wage. And these are all things that are so important, because like I said, you're feeding into a bigger thing, and unless you're aware of it, then you're not really going to stop, and you're not going to make that change, and you're not going to see the importance of it. So researching Lush was a huge eye-opener for me.